Hello guys and welcome back to our Field of Glory Empires playthrough as Saba. We are in the middle of a big consequential war with the Antigonids. And we have, as you see here, started besieging Byzantium. We got rid of one of their walls. They still have two more left. We breached the city. We inflicted casualties on the defenders. We even fought a battle because someone showed up, but the Acropolis here is also firing boulders and ballista bolts against us, dealing a little bit in the way of damage here, not an insane amount yet. And the general here just died of old age or something. Yep, died in his bed of old age. So we have another army here that is capable of getting there in one turn that I will probably do a switcheroo with at some point around the time of the assault, really. And then like pull these guys out. That might be like a whole complicated thing, but our navy should control the port in the meantime. Now over here I've decided to take this army and send it to the west because they got a stack of 28 here. I don't know how big their military is right now, but a stack of 28 standing on a city, no walls by the way, protected by 10 units that are all going to be really weak. And this is in a mountain, very small frontage, but despite this tattered flag, we are more than fine enough to kick some Antigonid ass here. The guys that were coming in right here, I've now told to instead go attack up this way, which is now kind of being left alone. And these guys just done with their attack here, we just won a battle, took this over, are heading east. A place that has an actual palisade and a sawmill. Nice. And these three armies will keep paving away to the north, while we have right here, the Galatia army has sailed out. It's a little bit injured still, but it's sailed out. It's going to go land here. There's only 4 units plus 1 right now defending it. Might take this while we're over here as well. I don't know. Blockaded by me, I guess. Guess it counts as hostile. I don't know. This guy is still besieging. We inflicted a lot of casualties against the enemy. There is a wall. It is not unbreached. There are Morians in my territory right now. Not doing anything particularly useful. And certainly not retaking all the stuff that they keep losing. Look at it. More and more of it. So more and more of this stuff keeps rebelling. They do have an army. They finally got an army together. They're going to retake this. That's good. There's more stuff they could be taking or retaking. I don't know how much of this they owned before if they get their shit together. But yeah, they're really no big use to me right now while they're acting like this. Ethiopia is doing much better, but no Ethiopians are really on this front. They're kind of minding their own business down here and here. That's good enough as like some defenses, I suppose. As I have my own units shuffling around. And of course, we have this siege here, which is fairly new. We do have enough food for maybe like one more turn to supply them with. Siege will be quick. Only one wall. Let's hope we can get through it very quickly then. And now, as per usual, we have a lot of things to go through in terms of buildings, because it's just how we are. Free infrastructure from the local palace that was abandoned. K. New population. K. Charcoal pile completed. New population. 2 slots available. Let's get a land reclamation and make that 3. Why don't we? And I'll go ahead and move this guy down to, I suppose, infrastructure as well. Yeah. The south, we finished a large quarry. We have 2 slots available here. A slotless courthouse looks pretty good. Upgrade from the Orientation Tribune, decadence reduction. Get rid of some culture, but this is generally a good thing to build. Slotless, I think I'll build it given the situation there. Sure. Why not? And then heading eastwards, new population. We finished a preceptor house on the coast. 2 slots available in a place where loyalty could definitely use some improvements. We did finish a new stack, by the way. That's why we have 0 metal income right now. Manpower is positive. As we keep taking things over, this will sustain. Although we have to keep in mind, we might not be annexing everything that we're taking over. Not all of this stuff will be annexed and kept. But I feel like if we do get Byzantium, that might be a pretty smart thing to keep. In case we wish a second war with the Antigonids or something. I don't know if we would even need it, but a preceptor house, huh? We can upgrade a courthouse to a tribunal. That's more decadence reduction. Decadence reduction would be like really invaluable. This is slotless, so that would be pretty cool. Especially with only 1 slot available. That, or you know, we can get a hospital. I think I'll go ahead and move 1 guy down to infrastructure. And we'll just go for the tribunal. Yeah, I'll take that extra decadence reduction. We could really, really use it. Our ratio is getting... Holy hell! This is getting worse and worse every time I look at it. We're in the middle of the white right now. I gotta take this more seriously, apparently. My big problem, though, with, like, objectives is where they are. Like, that's a fucking objective? And we haven't gotten the decision that would allow me to do what I want. Send the indenture to the mines. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, look at how we are right now. Sure. Already buying metal as well. This might be excessive, but I haven't gotten the required thing here that would allow me to fix my age. And given all these really weird objectives, I mean, this objective here is not that bad. I could take this over probably no fucking problem. Realistically. It might take a second, right? It could take a little bit of time, but like if I just stopped running this guy up here and instead I just had him go west, then there you go, that's an objective. We get rid of a bunch of age. Cool. There's also that island and that. So this is the main thing that's really doable. I might just start up another war right now just to take that. Hell, I really might. Yeah. I think I will, honestly. Just to get the age down, because this is getting out of control, man. And, again, yeah, there's something to help you manage it, but we're not getting it. So I'll declare war on Cappadocia next turn, and then we'll go invade it. If they go invade anywhere nearby, well, we have a lot of walls everywhere. This one only has a palisade. This is probably the best place to, like, chill. Yeah, this is definitely the best place to chill. Everywhere else is more defended than this. This guy's working his way up. Should hopefully be fine. We'll see. Carthage, no thank you, you know? None of it's accessible. If you really want to help me out, put an objective, like, literally anywhere else. I've named this new army we just got after Medea. It's the Medea army. Yay, and I think the other guy was intended to go this way, so I'll set him out in that direction for now. We'll see if that's a good idea later, but... Finished a builder hall, new population, physician's house, cool, new population. New population opened up a slot in a place where we could use a couple of things, especially some loyalty. 6 loyalty bonus if I do this, but at the cost of other things. Move this 4th desertic down to culture. Move everybody else onto food. Let me get that gambling ring. Finish an orchard to the east and some occupied territory. 5 slots available. Really knows what it's good for. I don't know what I would really even want here. It's hard to tell when you can't really see what the full situation is, but... I think I'll go for the irrigation canals. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go for the irrigation canals. It'll take a while, but... We don't know if we're keeping this. I mean, we might be. We probably are. Who knows? Whatever. Slave market disassembled. Disassembled. Unrest. That's not very happy. Palisade done. 2 slots available. And what would we really want here? We need a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. It would be easiest to make the wheelmaker, I think. So we'll make the wheelmaker. Sure. I think I've already looked through all this new stuff for things to decon already. Yep. Let's head south where we got some new population. We have a tavern done here. 2 slots available. A military academy in Judea. 13 turns, but yes, please. I'll take 3 guys off of food and I'll just put them on infrastructure. Make that 12 turns. That barely improved anything, but hey. It's better than nothing. Tools manufactured done next to that. We have 2 slots available. We could get a paved road. A paved road. Think that, yeah, cannot be built in alpine terrain, but it would increase movement of troops still. Commerce and trade bonus money. This one is kind of more optional as far as things go. I think I'll build it. I don't see it as an option too much, so why not? Fortune teller done southeast. We got a granary done. East of that, 1 slot available. We could use a bit of loyalty. We could. I only have the 1 slot, and we're kind of working off of a bonus. The gladiator school sounds like the most logical thing to build. 7 turns, 21 turns, still growth though. 16 loyalty from that. What if I moved two of you guys up to food? We didn't lose anything from that. 19 turns growth. What about, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, really. Maybe like 2 more guys. Still only 19 turns, which is kind of brutal. Still didn't lose any loyalty, though. So this will help take care of the loyalty. We have a stud done in the desert here. We finished a brickwork, a warehouse. Let's see, 2 slots available. Loyalty could be used. Gambling ring, we'll go with that. This means more decadence, though. Extra population, 1 slot available. What do we want? Fortune teller would be nice. Not vital, but nice. Certainly. Also, just move another guy to culture, but I don't think that really changes very much. Nah. Give me the fortune teller. Get that up to 110. That's like the really, really safe point. Granary done to the south. 1 slot available. 84 loyalty. A noble district would be really useful. That's even more decadence, which is just great. I'll get started on that. I'll move 1 guy down to infrastructure. Should hopefully be good. Received a slave, but we're still making our own military academy here. That will be great. New population next to that. 1 slot available. We need loyalty. I'll build a courthouse to get some more decadence reduction because, you know, we need it. God knows we need it. Heading north, we got some regional roads done. 1 slot available. I don't really know what I want here. Wood cutting would kind of be nice. But a fortune teller would also be nice. That is a tough one. I think I will go with the fortune teller. Get a little bit more loyalty there. Bronze work's done next to that. 3 slots available. Give me a land reclamation. Heading east, we got a land reclamation done. 3 slots available at Uxia. Our loyalty here is doing pretty great. We don't really need anything more there. I guess things like infrastructure and growth matter the most then. So let's go ahead and get an aqueduct. That'll give me some food and health at the cost of some infrastructure. Sounds pretty good to me. Sure. Let me get these 2 desertics onto infrastructure and everybody that's not desertic onto food. That'll speed it up by a turn. Then we have free infrastructure, new population, a tavern done on the border with Aracosia here. 1 slot available. Give me that courthouse. We just really need decadence reduction very badly. 1 extra population here in Makran. Opening up a new slot. I'm going to build some regional roads there to help the movement. Connect all of this with all of this. Watchtower done next to that. And a capital. A place where we could definitely use some kind of conversion. That's for sure. We got a new desertic. Move you to infrastructure. I'll move like more you guys to like infrastructure or just somewhere else in general. Food even. Food. We don't need loyalty here, I'll tell you that much. So we don't really need infrastructure either. But a large quarry here would be pretty good. It would be pretty good. I'm going to move these desertics onto infrastructure. Move everybody else up to food. Every other person. That doesn't affect growth too much, really. Not too much. But this is slotless, this quarry. So let's go ahead and build that. North of there, we got rid of the Master Fletcher. Hopefully to make it somewhere else. Large farm built to the east. We have 1 slot available. Let's make it 2 with a land expansion. Plantation done next to that. 7 slots available. We don't really need loyalty here or anything. A wheelmaker probably wouldn't be too bad given the situation here. Yeah, let's go for a wheelmaker, which is going to add 15 infrastructure as of right now. I'll move 1 guy up to food in the meantime. Heading south, we got new population, but nothing that changes anything. Heading all the way down here to Africa, we built a land expansion. We could use a little bit of loyalty. We have 2 slots available. We are missing infrastructure. We really, really are. So I'm going to prioritize that, I think, by building a brickwork. Try to make our infrastructure a lot more efficient. Yeah. Head north, got a new population from healthcare. 1 slot available. It's not a lot. We could use loyalty here. The pleasure house would help with that. It would also help with adding decadence. Not that we need that. We definitely don't want that, but I'll add it. Free infrastructure, physician's house, and a new population. 5 slots available. I'll take this desertic, put him on infrastructure, put everybody else back, and we'll just build a ranch. It's the only other thing I could build right now that's not an amphora, so. Extra population north of that. Creating a new slot. And where do we want you? You. Maybe some infrastructure? We could use some loyalty. Loyalty from the Orientation Tribune would be pretty nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then this is the only slot, unfortunately. We'll leave it alone. New population north of that, we have one slot available yet again. And, damn, that's a lot of dudes on food. That's a whole lot. A stadium might be the most obvious thing. Yeah, let's get it. We don't have any real other problems there, so. Solid walls done on the capital. Just next to that, we can make a weapons manufacturer if we want to. I don't have a military academy, so this wouldn't be a terrible idea. There is also the opportunity to just build some more infrastructure or healthcare instead. I'll go with the weapons manufacturer. That sounds nice enough. Sure. For infrastructure, we got city walls. Ooh. The west over here. I'm gonna fix this. City walls done. 3 slots available. Give me some regional roads. We have an orchard done. 4 slots available. A blacksmith. No, we don't really have what we would need to benefit from that. We do not. I guess some infrastructure for right now. A wheel maker sounds pretty good. 2 slots. Let me move 1 guy down to culture. Just the only desertic, pretty much. Land expansion done next to that. 5 slots available. We really do need some loyalty. We really do. There's a couple ways to do this. Maybe I move 3 guys down. That does help quite a bit. But then I'm pretty short on infrastructure. So I'm going to build a builder's hall and move another guy down to infrastructure for now. Got a wheelmaker built on the coast, on a capital on the coast. Look at this, an oil mill. Looks pretty good. Food and health. Yeah, that does seem pretty good. These are pretty even. Get this desertic guy on culture. Get everyone else on infrastructure for right now, I suppose. And then, yeah, we'll build that oil mill. Some food, some health, some growth. Produces olive oil. Sounds good. Land expansion done next to that. We have 3 slots available. I could also get an oil mill here. Alright, let me move 1 guy down to infrastructure. Give me the oil mill. Sure. Cult site done next to that. We have 3 slots available. Get this desertic onto infrastructure. And we'll maybe just build the stud. Yeah, let's build the stud. Off to the edge here, we got a shepherd house done on the border. There's a couple ways I could go with this. Solid walls don't sound half bad here, honestly. A preceptor house sounds amazing too. I'll move 1 guy down to infrastructure. Give me the solid walls. We're bordering barbarians, so 1 slot available next to that. Let's make that 2 with a land expansion. Land expansion done next to that. We have 4 slots available. It's a good thing that I'm buying the metal and not really building another stack after this, because I'm not picking a lot of metal building things right now, which is not the greatest. Not the greatest at all. Let's build a brickwork to get a little more infrastructure, and I'll move 1 of those guys onto culture to help the loyalty. Yes, sir. Right here we have a hemp field built where we have 5 slots available now. And what would we like here? I'm going to go ahead and say we move everybody that's desertic, that's on food, onto infrastructure. We build a granary to replace that food. And then some. By over 2 times. We have a shepherd house done here in Barca. 3 slots available. I'll build the herbalist to kind of push some more growth along. I think that would be good. And now, what have I missed? Missed the fact that this palisade's done here. We have 2 slots available. Can't really fit a whole lot in here and into its current state. But maybe a hemp field wouldn't be half bad. Just a little more food in its occupied state. And then that's pretty much it. For this turn, we've built everything. Everybody is moving that needs to be moving. Everybody is chilling that should be chilling. And we have another war starting next turn with Cappadocia. That should be real quick. Just because I want to lower my age. And taking and holding an objective is going to be a good way to do that. Because our status age penalty is almost half of our decadence right now. It's kind of insane. Just because we're so ginormous. We're gigantic, dude. And we're having to fight loyalty so much because of how populated we are. It's just kind of all really adding up into some pretty crazy stuff. So we'll end turn here. We do have probably a couple of battles coming up. Alright, so we have a battle, and I think this is going to be our biggest battle of the turn here. Not 28, but 29 enemies. Plus the garrison of 10 defending Nessus of Colchis. 107 total combat power, 39 units against my 540 and 60 units. And this is what it looks like. They got improved Javelin Min and Provincial Gratian Javelin Min. They have improved Citizen Hoplites. This is no easy thing. This is going to be multiple battles for sure. Thankfully, our archers were better than their skirmishers. That was a stalemate that fucking hurt. We barely won out on that one. Winning, but no killing yet. Winning, alright. We dealt more damage, so... But that's a draw. Nothing conclusive there. So they're going to have to keep fighting. And it's continuing again already. Nothing really too different except a change in the total combat power values. Now hopefully we're not throwing up anybody that's injured onto the front. Hopefully we're not that stupid. But we've weakened them quite a bit. He's dead. Nice. Citizen Hoplites up front now. Taking some damage. Alright, good. We're doing pretty well on the rolls now that they're pushing the Citizen Hoplites forward. Since we killed one, we get a pursuit. Dealing a lot of extra damage to them. Some health, some not. Getting several kills in there. Nice. I don't know if they're retreating now. I think the garrison of 10 did in fact retreat. We have another battle happening over here now against a very small, we're like landed navally. Very small defenses here. Urban militia, skirmishing. +1 improved Citizen Hoplite. That was already standing on there, but even against our regular infantry, which are really nothing special with our nation and what's available to us, we managed to kill every urban militia, allowing us to kill that Citizen Hoplite as well and take the location no problem. Alright, this battle is continuing. Again, those, like, the urban militia, I guess, all the actual defenders of the city have retreated. Now it's just the stack on top of it, which is probably much better for us, I would assume. We do some effectiveness lowered guys of ours are up on the front, which I'm not very happy about. Like this one right here, this guy's already injured, but he did do well enough against the enemy mercenary infantry. We've killed that already injured Citizen Hoplite and this one. Good, good, good. And, yep, 3 of them. I don't know if this one will die. No, he won't. But, pursuit. We got that mercenary infantry, a couple of the other ones. Nice. Several kills, and we haven't actually lost anybody. The rest of them have retreated, and we've taken the location. I still don't know what adds to war scores. I don't know if just taking things over, which definitely counts, or if, like, killing enemies does as well. I tried looking it up in the manual several times, but war score doesn't even come up. Tried all these different kinds of wordings for it, and pretty much just nothing. We haven't moved on the ranking here, which is good, I suppose. And the Bosporus here, proposing a trade deal. I give you Indian war elephants, and you give me money and metal. I don't know how much 2 of these would actually cost me for money and metal, but it's probably less than this. I don't know. I don't really value the manpower. I do value, I guess, more money and metal, but -11, that means for us, they're being demanding. They're not being very generous. I'll reject that treaty then. Alright. We have a war with Cappadocia. And now all of my vassals are being called into war against Cappadocia. So with a religious ceremony, we will add a feast to the calendar, as we always will. Carthage is really not happy with me declaring war on Cappadocia. Why? Why are you being such a bitch over this? I guess you really don't like me now, huh? Where's your capital? -31, wow. I have 314 war score with the Antigonids. And we have been rebelled against. This is an area that belonged to the Antigonids, so that makes sense. Well, that's probably coming off of my war score. Yeah, war score never comes up in the manual, nor does any other wording for it, so it's really a pain to try to figure out what counts for this. After some foul play, they conquered the region. It's because it doesn't have a road, really. Right here, we breached the walls and inflicted a ton of casualties. Seems perfect for assaulting, if you ask me. We're going to assault and take Mardia next turn. We've taken this location from the Antigonids. They were building a preserved food store. Well, that's not, like, terrible. It all slaves up top. Don't know why there's slaves doing something that's not up top. They're all on food. Let's get everybody else on infrastructure. I don't know if preserved food store is really what you need here. Let's try a public works instead, huh? And then here's another place we took from the Antigonids. Missing some basics, yeah. Nothing we can really do there. Let's just try to stay positive on food, I suppose, for now. Yeah. A population here is decreased because they died, I guess. Yeah, we fought several battles. Just from all the fighting, they're just dying. We were raided here. We repelled the invaders. That's good. And a palisade was completed. Good timing, I guess? Perhaps. We could use some basics here, that's for sure. I'll get a brickwork building there. A new general's available to serve me. I'll put that on the guy leading the siege. It's a very good one. Age 22. Hopefully that makes up for the lack of experience now. Siege will be even quicker now. It's going to go even better. They're still firing against us, though. Something to keep in mind. Something negative. This is a new objective. What a terrible objective, dude. Cyrus is in unrest. We just took it, and it's already in unrest. Wonderful. What do we have for food here? Enough to chill, maybe? Partially supplied last turn. I can see why. They have a palisade over here, huh? 13 defenders. We might just stay still for now. And then this one's in unrest as well. And some slaves rebelled and conquered this. So whenever we take these back, I think they're just immediately going to become mine and not Antigonid, which is good and bad, depending how you look at it. It's good because then I don't need to spend war score to get it. It's bad because it might detract from my war score. I don't know. It's not explained in the manual. Inflicted tons of casualties against these defenders. Our food is not very happy. Not happy at all. We can maybe really afford one more turn of just flat out sitting here. And then we would kind of need 2 assaults to some extent. Siege will be quick. It's okay if we starve a little bit, as we've seen before, so I won't be too upset about that or anything. The ammonia army is going to go conquer Cappadocia. There's a big wall here, so it'll take a bit, but he's going to do it. Courthouse is done on that very location. We have 3 slots available there. Look at all this. Get these guys onto infrastructure. Get these ones onto culture. Be more effective that way. We'll go for the tribunal. It's slotless. It will reduce decadence. That is very important right now. Our ratio hasn't really moved very much, but it's still moving negatively. So I know I still need to do several things to focus it. So temple built to the north. 4 slots available. What do we want here? Thermes would add more decadence, more culture as well. We do need loyalty. This would also add loyalty. I'll get the Thermes. It's slotless. It's pretty easy to acquire. I'll move one guy down to infrastructure to help this whole process. West of that, we got a land reclamation done. We have 4 slots available here. We could really use some loyalty here, so I'll go and plop down that worship place. I'll also move a guy from food onto infrastructure then. I don't think we've made any new provinces or anything that I need to concern myself with. So I think we're good there. I think it's been a little bit since we've done that. Yeah, they're all like deconstructing military buildings. I guess not in places that we've more recently taken over. Like this weapons depot, this needs to go. This place, Albania, we haven't formed. Armenia, we definitely haven't formed. So those are okay, I suppose. We got a courthouse done over here in Scythia. Probably part of what's going to be helping our decadence. This is a place where conversion could really be key, so I'll go for that temple. We'll get some extra conversion. We have no desertics. Only 2-3% chance on what lives here right now. Get some extra culture as well. Sounds good to me. Public bath done next to that. 1 slot available. Move this guy down onto culture. Move everybody else back up onto food. And I think I'll take the preceptor house to get that decadence reduction in. It's just so very important. Let's go ahead and build that. Slotless, well, an extra population. And we got some regional culture from the black market at Hayes. That's pretty nice. That's a lot of culture to just get. And it's pretty basic, but I think I'll get the hemp field built here. It'll make 7 food. I'll move 1 guy down to infrastructure to help support that. And with that, I think we have a nice full episode. So when we pick up, you know, we're going to build some buildings and then end the turn, continue the war, see how that goes. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.